Hello everybody, this is Fronito Bobbin here, and welcome back to Train Simulator 2020. And today, it is the Virgin Trains Farewell stream. The game's a bit loud, so let's just turn down the volume real quick. That's better. But yes, we are playing Train Simulator, and we are on the West Coast Main Line North route because it's the only West Coast Main Line route that I have. And so we're going to do something a bit interesting for today. We're going to be driving 4 trains for today. This is the first of 4. This is the HST, obviously, and the classic Virgin Trains livery. Specifically the one they ran in the 90s. I'm not actually entirely sure when this livery existed, but either way, it is what we are starting out with today. Yes, this is from the Virgin Trains Heritage Pack. Just gonna open up the doors real quick. And yeah, so I am We're playing Transfer today, and I would say that I'm joined by Dom Sean, and oddly enough, I am currently in a call with him right now, except he is not talking for some reason that I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, it's like he's watching the stream. Well, I mean, he's quote-unquote watching the stream, except he's not saying anything. I don't know why he's not saying anything. But he did join the call with me literally as I fired up the turn on stream. So that's weird. Anyway, we are off. Alright. That's the first time I've actually driven this particular HST on a proper run. And, oddly enough, this particular HST shares, a number of aspects from the GWR HST, included with the, not with the Southwest Coastal route and the Southwest route in general, where it has the run sounds on the coaches, and I just realized, oops, yeah, you may not like me playing on a 2011 route, but it's the best we got really, and you know, they still haven't got West Coast Mainline over Shap or West Coast Mainline Trent Valley because there's no really use for those routes for me right now. That's why I got West Coast Mainline North first, and I've actually owned this route for a couple years now, and I just realized Window's pretty dirty. Yeah. I just realized this parking lot is on a... Or no, it just generally looks awful. Oh dear. Yeah. Anyway, although oddly enough though, this Virgin Trains Heritage Pack does have scenarios for this route. So, even though this particular route is actually kind of set back in the days of when the Virgin Trains had this livery before they invented the new one for the Pendolino and the Voyagers. And then they put on the Pretendolino when that existed. So yeah. Anyway, so if you guys don't already know, the Virgin Heritage Pack actually includes the HST in the classic Virgin Trains livery, as we are now changing tracks. I just realized. Not necessarily a bad thing, but well, it is the reason why we're not able to go super fast right now, but that's okay. The only reason why that's happening is because I forgot that we were in Britain and not the United States, so I put them on the other side of the track. So yeah. Anyway, so with that said, we can now go full throttle. So we're actually going to be doing the West Coast Main Line as a round trip. We're going to be starting where we started from Carstairs, and we're going up to Glasgow, and then back to Carstairs, driving 4 different trains. And we're driving up to Carstairs, and Carstairs we'll be doing our first changeover from one train to the other. Yeah. So you probably already can guess what those 4 trains are, but I'll let the trains reveal themselves as the stream goes on. With that said, I sure hope Domson gets back here, because he hasn't said a single word since he started the call, so... I can only guess what happened, is that he started the call, and then... Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll ask him when he gets on here, or when he actually starts talking. I actually have no idea if he's watching live stream or not. Guess we'll see. Anyway, so this HST, you know, actually, I should mention that when they actually sort of kind of updated the HST a bit was with the intercity Swall HST that was included with the Class 159 pack, embarrassingly, for the Riviera line. Yeah, only enough, the face of that pack was the Class 159, but it included an updated HST, which came with the two-tone horn, which is actually separate now. And they also added run sounds onto the coaches, which I think actually, my voice goes really high for some reason. I think they actually sound kind of cool. Sure, these run sounds aren't necessarily realistic, I mean, they're cool, and I actually first discovered this from driving the GWR HST because, of course, I never got the 159 because I don't need that back for anything. However, with Trainsplit 2017, I did get the South Wales Coastal routes, which include the GWR HST, which did come after the 159 DLC. So that HST in particular was the updated version with the run sounds on the Mach 3 coaches. So that was when I was first able to drive the updated HST for myself, and I'm able to do it some more with this particular HST. Anyway, so I guess another thing I should mention. So I guess now to get into the actual subject stream. So if you didn't watch the Top Gear Talk show that we did last week, the game will stop lagging so much. Of course, we announced that day. Well, we announced we talked about that day that Virgin Trains will no longer own the West Coast Mainline franchise after December the 8th. And originally, we thought it was an interesting thing. I mean, I already knew that Virgin Trains were going to lose the franchise at some point in the future because that was the reason why the Flowing Silk paint scheme was actually invented, and I'm actually talking a bit about that later, or in just a bit. So originally, we thought I thought it was quite interesting, but then it came to our attention that it also means that any content on the Steam store that has any Virgin licensing in it will be retired from the Steam store as soon as Avanti West Coast takes over the West Coast Mainline. So that means the Northwest Coastal route, the Northwest Coastal extension, the Virgin Trains Heritage Pack, the Class 90 Pendolino, the new one, and like anyone really cares, but the Northwest Coastal Scenario Pack will be retired as well. Yeah. So I already had Northwest Coastal because I got Blab with Trace with 2018, but I didn't already own the, that's an annoying grade crossing, or level crossing. I didn't already own the Virgin Trains Heritage Pack and the Class 90 Pendolino. And I was going to get those at some point in the future, except to be fair, I wasn't really sure when. But then came the announcement that all these DLCs will be retired, and after that you won't be able to get them ever again. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, as a result, luckily Domtron was able to string some money together to get the Virgin Trains Heritage Pack and the new Class 90 Pendolino for himself and me as well. So that was nice, and that's really what inspired me to do this live stream. I originally wasn't planning on doing this live stream, but then at the thought of me being able to have these two DLCs for myself, and the fact that Virgin Trains is going to be losing the West Coast Mainline franchise very soon, I figured, it's proper, and that's why I'm doing this live stream today. And that's also why I'm once again doing 2 live streams this week. We got today's stream, but tomorrow's stream is going to be on Trains in the Era, which will be completely different from this, but that'll be interesting. Let's get a flyby. I still like the way that the Mach 3 coaches sound when they run by like that. Anyway, I have no idea what's up with Domtron. And I gotta get on the brakes a bit because lower speed limitisms and... Okay, I don't know why the game is lagging so much. I don't know if it's the game or something else, but for some reason I've been experiencing more lag than normal lately. I don't know if it's because I've been running my computer all day or something else. I actually have no idea. Because I have been running my computer since this morning when I woke up, today I actually had no school today, because of snow. So, oddly enough, I was originally going to wake up this morning at 8:30ish or 8:15, because I was actually, originally I was going to wake up at 11:30, but, because I was hoping to pull an all with Domtron, but then he decided to go to sleep at 10 o'clock last night because he was overly tired, I suppose. So I figured, you know what, I'm also going to sleep a bit earlier than I usually do, so I can wake up bright and early and get started off the bat. So then I woke up this morning at, well, not my fault actually. I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. because the stupid smoke alarm went off at that time, which really annoyed me because I was awake and I tried to get back to sleep, but I couldn't at the time. So I figured, right, you know, if this is gonna be, if my body doesn't want to go back to sleep, then I'm gonna make it start right now or at the time. So I woke up, turned on my computer, opened up Vegas so I could edit, you know, some upcoming videos and stuff, which might be coming out very soon. I don't know if I actually stayed up for another couple hours until I felt tired again. So then I went back to sleep. Actually, around 6:30. I slept, and then I set my alarm to wake me up at 9:30. So I went to sleep, had the craziest dream ever, and then I woke up when my alarm sounded off again. So, oddly enough, though, while I was sleeping, I actually left my computer on because I was rendering a video while I was sleeping. So I was like, you know, I have the time. I'm gonna render next video to save time. Because, you know, Vegas does take its time to render videos, so I like to render my videos overnight because it saves time and it allows me to actually render the videos efficiently and stuff, so yeah. So I'm not sure if it's because my computer's been running all day or something else, the reason why the game is a bit laggier than it usually is. Anyway, so I guess getting back to Virgin Trains, you know, I just said I was talking about the flowing silk paint scheme, and you know, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, the flowing silk paint scheme looks ugly, in my opinion. I just don't like to look at the flowing silk paint scheme at all, but thinking about it, you know, at the same time, though, Virgin were kind of forced to make up the flowing silk paint scheme because, you know, the delivery that Virgin had for so many years, you know, the one that everyone knows on the Pendolinos and the Voyagers, you know, the old, like, the original livery on the Pendolino, not the flowing silk, the other one, the stock, well, I say stock, the you know what I'm talking about. So they had that livery, but then of course Virgin found out that there was a possibility they would be losing their franchise to the West Coast, or of the West Coast Main Line North, or West Coast Main Line in general in the future. So what Virgin had to do was basically, also this corner is, wow. Oh, this route is so unrealistic, it's not even funny. I'm not even sure if the HCs I'm not sure if I should be going this fast in this train, you know. I mean, sure, with the Pendolino I could probably go around this corner, no problem with the tilting, but this train doesn't have tilting. Yeah. It's also interesting, by the way, the fact that the HCs run on this route at all, like, you know, oddly enough, of course, they did run the HCs on this route, though, for some time. But I don't think they actually run any HCs on this route anymore. At this point, well, yeah, at this point, the West Coast Main Line is one of those routes in Britain that doesn't run the HCs on the route. Yeah, you see what I mean? The 125, that's especially for the Pendolino. But except I'm not a Pendolino, well, let's say the only reason why I'm still getting 125 is because of, you know, the way that I set the doodah in the scenario. Anyway, but yeah, getting back to flowing silkisms, so like I was saying before, Virgin were kind of forced to come up with the flowing silk paint scheme, really because well, like I said, so Virgin Trains, they already had an idea that they were going to be losing the license or losing the West Coast franchise. So I guess what Virgin had to do was come up with a livery that was basically easy to, I guess, pull apart, because what they had to do to make up the flowing silk painting was take off all the paint, unfortunately, sadly, off of the Pendolinos and the Voyagers, and then paint them all white with black roofs and stuff, and then put a vinyl sticker on the front units, you know. And I actually get why they did it, though, because with the flowing silk livery, since it's so bland but so open to new schemes, all they really have to do is, since Avanti's going to be owning the West Coast franchise now, all they have to do, and they're already doing it, is taking off the Virgin logos on the front of the trains and stuff, which results in a train that is completely blank, which allows Avanti to come in and paint or wrap the train in Avanti's own livery. You know. I mean, it's a shame that the old Virtue's livery had to be, deleted like that, but at the same time, Virgin, they were kind of forced to do it, considering they were going to be losing the franchise, and, I guess they pretty much had to come up with a livery, so this way, it would be an easier transition from one company to the other. And you might be wondering, what are my opinions on the Avanti West Coast livery? And I've seen it on the Pendolino, as they shared on Twitter, and I actually quite like the Avanti West Coast livery. I think it's a livery that will definitely grow on me. The green looks cool, and with the way that they have the lining with the whiteness and the orange stuff, and I think some black on there as well, I think it actually looks pretty cool, and I think the Avanti West Coast livery, unlike the flowing silk paint scheme, I think the Avanti West Coast livery will grow on me, because I quite like it, to be honest. So, yeah. I like how, some people, they still want the old Virgin livery back, but, I think it's time for a change. And I have no idea why we're getting flashing yellow. We're still 50 miles away from Carstairs, so we shouldn't be coming up on any reds or whatevers. Let's actually see what's up ahead. Oh, are you kidding me, game? Oh. Yeah, that's an issue. I forgot about this. Yeah, I forgot the game likes to do that. So I'm actually going to go through as fast as possible, but I don't derail. Come on, notch 4 break. There we go. Okay, again, why is the game lagging so much? I don't understand. I'm going to go down to 90. Is 90 good? Let's see. Oh no, we gotta slow down even more, actually. Yep, if I had known about this, I would have set the Vire marker to take us right, or waypoint to set us right through, but I didn't, so I'm just gonna save game because I actually haven't done that yet. Oh balls, we're going very fast. Yep. And yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Cool. Oh, might be a source. Need that. Cool. Thank you. Stupid game. Why does the game do that by default? That is so stupid. Thank goodness I saved the progress right before that. Oh god, I would have been so mad if I hadn't otherwise. Doing so nicely too. Alright, back here. Resume. Show the game again. Okay. So, unfortunately, we have to go all the way down to 40. Because it seems like 40 is the maximum that you can actually go through this thing. Even then, this whole spur thing that the game wants to go down, I think it's exclusively for freight trains, actually, so they can, or no, it's for freight trains, so they can stop and then wait for what's the word? And then wait for the Pendolinos and high-speed trains to go by. Except Train Simulator is a dumb game, so we have this stuff. So now I get to reload the game. Yay! Oh well. At least I saved the game, And it sure is a good thing that I looked at what the 40 was for. Otherwise, we definitely would have better start at car stairs. I mean, I would have fast forwarded the game anyway, just to get back up to the point where we're at. But if I had saved the game, but good thing I did. Anyway, still in Domtron. Alright, slow down. Oh, are you serious? You mean to tell me that I waited until this point to actually... Oh. Wow. Okay. So this game wants to tell me that I apparently didn't save it until literally as we got up to the thing with Jake, meaning that if we were going any faster, then we'd have to start the whole thing all over again. Alright, well, back up to speed we go. Not for that rubbish, we got places to be. That's annoying. Wish I would have known that before. Now we get to build up all of our speed again just for this. I am not happy right now. Oh well. Still, could be worse. Surprised that's a thing. Yep, so cool what Domtron's doing. I guess he knew the stream was gonna be starting very soon, so I guess he just started a call and load up stream stuff. So, I guess Domtron knew that the stream was gonna be starting soon, so he decided to start up a call and load up the stream for that, and then go do whatever else he has to do. You know, so then he can do a thing. Like, I bet you Domtron was in the middle of something before the stream started, and is still in the middle of that something. He decided to start all this up so he could be here when he's done with whatever the heck he's doing. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I was a bit skeptical of when Domtron, well, or if Domtron was going to join the call, because I actually started this stream. Well, no, I was gonna start the stream, you know, in anticipation of Domtron not being able to join the stream today. But then Domtron calls me right before I press start streaming in Hangouts. Then Domtron doesn't say a single word, and then and I bet he's not even at his computer right now. Or who knows, maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe Domtron is actually watching the live stream and he's trying to do something. Except I have no idea, because... Well, I think I'll tell you about it, yeah. I have no idea. Who knows, maybe Domtron's been here the whole time and he just hasn't been able to say anything because either his microphone is broken or something else is broken or whatever is broken. Again, well, the thing is though, I have absolutely no idea. And we're not going to find out until or if or unless Domtron does join the stream. And thank you for putting me underneath the ground game. Alright, I think now it's going to be full speed at car stairs. Well, say full speed. Well, no other rubbish until car stairs. I hope. Okay, if the game would stop lagging, that'd be nice. Don't understand the game lag at all. I mean, all I have up is Firefox, OBS, SNAS, and the game. So, I'm not even running much. Or all I am running is what I usually run when I do these streams. So, I don't know. I don't know. Also, in case anyone's wondering, yes, this train does have passive view. But for some reason, played the exterior sounds. Because Dovetail's lazy. Yes, I do have a bit of a cold, but nothing serious.
5, I'm gonna give you 5.
There you are, Donald Trump. Where have you been?
I got stuck in the middle of something.
Of course you did.
You could say that.
Because I've been questioning this whole live stream. Why are you in the call but not saying anything?
Bank coaches.
Is it because fish?
Yes.
Anyway, so we're driving the HST to Carstairs, and apart from almost crashing on a stupid siding thing that the game decided to put us on, everything's been good so far. Yeah. Because I make sure that my streams are as best executed as possible.
The comments. Anyway, why are we only going 117? Why aren't we up to 125 yet?
Because the HST takes its time to accelerate. And I had to slow down for that stupid spur.
You're a spur.
Hey, if I had known it previously, though, I would have said waypoint right through it. We could be doing 125 right now. But no, the game has to be stupid and send us on a spur that we shouldn't even have been on. Because I bet you it's only for freight trains to move all the way for high-speed passenger trains.
A freight train, grumbled Gridrun.
Exactly.
Anyway, so yes, in today's the 3rd, so 5 more days, Virgin trains will no longer be operating on the West Coast main line.
Yeah. No. But yeah, although one thing I haven't talked about yesterday for some reason is so since Virgin will no longer be owning the West Coast Main Line franchise, I wonder what Avanti is going to bring new to the table.
When they're getting rid of the 221.
Well, yeah, as far as we know, there are rumors floating around that they're going to get rid of the 221s, which is kind of unfortunate, but
we need 221 is
I don't know, maybe although maybe they might just replace the 221 with something else and give the 221s to somebody else. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Actually, you know what they're gonna replace the 221s with?
Oh no.
Pacers.
If we weren't on stream right now, I'd be blowing the microphone.
No, in all seriousness though, I do wonder what they will be changed them out with. Obviously, we can't do HSTs because main coaches.
Because they're even older. Well, what I'm thinking that it's going to be a train that is still under diesel power, except no, I think it's going to be a train like the Voyager, except a lot more fuel efficient.
That or dual power.
You know, because no, definitely not dual power, because dual power is pointless.
That you say it's pointless.
It is. Plus, you couldn't even fit that in a DMU. It wouldn't even be possible.
No. What I'm saying is maybe they're gonna make their own DEMU, a dual powered one with overhead wire.
No, DEMU doesn't mean dual power. DE stands for diesel electric. And no, diesel electric doesn't mean dual power. It just means that it's a diesel power train with electric motors.
Okay, well, whatever, bank coaches.
But what I'm thinking, though, is that since Formula 1, since 2014, they've been using hybrids, which have been a lot more fuel efficient. So what I'm thinking is that...
What do you mean by hybrid?
Well,
what do you mean by hybrid?
What I mean is that the car, or the Formula 1 cars, run on a V6 turbo hybrid, which basically is a V6 engine with a bunch of turbochargers, but also a bunch of electric motors to give you that instant torque. And they're a lot more fuel efficient as well. So what I'm thinking is that Avanti are going to come up with a train that is going to be like the Voyager. Well, I bet you that in terms of passenger functions and tilting, it's going to have all the same functions as the Voyager, except for the prime mover, it's still going to be a diesel, except with a lot more electric motors and electricisms, so it's a lot more fuel efficient.
So you're saying DEMU?
Well, I guess a DMU that's a lot more of a DMU than the 221. Because oddly enough, the 221's a DMU, except the electric motors, I mean, they don't really contribute that much to the movement of the train. Most of that is up to the diesel engines. But what I'm thinking is that Avanti are going to come up with a train or contact another company to build a train that is basically the Voyager, except the electric motors are going to be a lot more prominent, which is going to make it a lot more fuel efficient. And even then, Avanti do need that train, since Virgin, Virgin and Avanti, you know, they still run those Voyagers on electrified track.
Right.
So,
I was just reading something actually.
So even if they do want to get rid of the Voyagers, they're still gonna have to have a train that is like the Voyager.
Indeed.
So they can keep those services around.
Yeah, one thing I just read about the 221. So you know the company Cross Country.
Yeah.
Apparently, they disabled the tilt function on the Voyagers to quote unquote improve reliability and reduce maintenance costs.
Oh, that's kind of pointless.
I mean, it's not exactly pointless. Well, I get where they're coming from.
Why have a tilt function built into the train if you're not going to use it?
Well, I think their original idea was to use the tilt function, but maybe because it wasn't being used that much, they decided that it'd be better off to not use it so that they don't have to constantly repair the tilting mechanism or any other systems associated with that.
Well, cross country are stupid.
I mean, maintenance.
Why have a built-in tilt function if you're not going to use it?
Again, they bought the trains with that idea, but ultimately the idea failed, so instead of buying new trains, they'd rather just use the ones they have.
They should have just gave the trains back to whatever company they got them from and got other trains. And the 220s,
you do realize,
and the 220s could have went to somebody else that would have actually utilized the tilt function.
You do realize that that Cross Country was one of the only two buyers of the 221. They got it directly from who was the manufacturer?
I think it was Bombardier or something.
Yes, Bombardier. So they originally got it from Bombardier. So well, I don't think Bombardier would take them back. I mean, Virgin Trains already had their orders set, so I'm pretty sure, you know.
You know, Cross Country should have just kept kept using their HSTs.
I mean, yes and no.
They're fish.
Also, there's kind of some irony in this.
Oh no.
There was a Virgin Trains actually sold one of their class 221s to Cross Country. So there's a Cross Country 221 out there that has both Virgin Trains and Cross Country on it. Pretty much take the front of a Virgin Trains 221 and just slap Cross Country on the side of it.
Oh.
It's actually hilarious now that I'm thinking about it.
So they pretty much did a C dot.
More or less.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just looking here. Anyway, I'm trying to find this information. I know we read it somewhere else, but I wanted to see if there's any operations. Okay. They run from blah 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 blah. Okay, 2019. Yeah, I'm just trying to find out more information on this. 2020 maybe? Nope, nothing on 2020. Okay. Anyway, so well, at least we still have the HSTs.
I mean, yeah. Also, on the side note, my game has been lagging more often than usual, and I don't know why.
Well, which route are we on?
West Coast Main Line North? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not
So
well
it's not
optimized.
even that laggy of a route because it's from the
Yeah, let's
Kuju days. So
take it.
I don't know. My game is again. My game has been lagging more than normal for reasons that I have no idea why. I don't know if it's because of the game itself, because Dovetail inserts something into the game that makes it more laggy, or if it's something to do with my computer. I have absolutely no idea.
It's probably just Dovetail being Dovetail.
It better be.
Hmm. Anyway.
Hello, Sir Bridge. Hey, we're not going downhill. Also, in fact, the Western North has quite a bit of elevation change.
Also, Frony,
Uh huh.
there's something kind of interesting about Virgin Trains.
Yeah.
So apparently, the reason they don't want to retain the franchise anymore is because they were disqualified from their joint venture partner Stagecoach due to an invalid bid in April 2019. So, because funny thing is, Virgin Trains itself is actually made up of two different groups. Virgin Group, which makes up 51%, and Stagecoach, which makes up 49%. So really,
Oh.
Virgin Trains, this is interesting actually.
And now the game's freezing up a bit.
Anyway, yes, this is kind of interesting. So, apparently, because Virgin Group couldn't make a bid with Stagecoach, Virgin Trains itself is just being dissolved, and that's why they're no longer going to do the franchise. Interesting. Also, West Coast ownership. Here we are.
Yellow valves.
You know, there's one thing that's curious to me about Avanti.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna start operations with like, do you think they're gonna just start operations with the current fleet that they have, as in, like, you know, the just plain white locomotives, or do you think they're actually gonna skin them like what the?
Oh my.
There's a ghost in my room.
Good job.
Somebody just fell off my shelf without.
Hey, well, my prediction is that what's gonna happen is that all the Pendolinos and Voyages are gonna be plain white when Virgin or when Avanti begins ownership of the West Coast Main Line, but over time they will paint or wrap whatever they're gonna be doing their trains into the respective Avanti livery.
Right. Also, there's something curious about Avanti West Coast.
Yeah.
I mean, God.
Uh-huh.
So, there's actually three consortiums that had bidded for the franchise. First of all, there's the current one, which is First Group in Trenitalia. But then there was also one by MTR Corporation and the Guashin Railway Company. And then this is the most curious one. One with Stagecoach at 50%, SNCF at 30%, and Virgin Group 20%.
Wow, so we could have seen SNCF become the new owners of the West Coast Main Line.
Well,
that results in a very interesting what if scenario.
Yeah, well, the weird thing. Well, no. First off, it actually, well, if they followed the naming structure, although I'm not sure this is true, it would have probably either been called Stagecoach, or maybe Virgin SNCF or something like that. That would actually. Oh my gosh, that's like that's a big what if theory. Like, what if instead of Virgin Trains, it turns into Virgin SNCF? That's actually kind of curious to me. Now,
someone needs to make a livery out of that now. A reskin.
I mean, that's not the worst.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. So for the ownership of whatchamacallit. Wait, what is this? Oh,
what?
you know the high speed 2, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, this West Coast partnership includes the operations of that in 2026.
Wait, so Avanti's now gonna be bringing the high speed 2.
Yes, well, currently, the high speed 2 is actually being built, obviously. And it's gonna run from, the first phase is from.
Yes.
Yep.
And everything's gone wrong. Great. And epic freeze.
Yeah, everything just froze. Did you hear anything I said?
Not a single word.
Okay, so the high speed 2, which is the next high speed railway plan for the United Kingdom. Okay, just to make sure the stream's okay. One section will be running from London to Birmingham, which is the phase 1. Then phase 2 will be splitting off from Birmingham, one way up to Crewe in Manchester, and the other one up to Leeds.
Hmm.
And Avanti Rail has the ownership of that.
So basically, the UK is gonna be getting their first proper high speed line.
No comments.
Again, basically,
They
basically the
technically
UK
have
is
the
gonna
high speed 1.
be. Yeah, but do you really count the high speed 1 as like a UK high speed route?
It's a UK French extension.
Exactly. It's not. You know, the thing is that I don't want to necessarily call high speed 1 a official UK high speed route because it is linked
Actually, what
to
are
the
you thinking?
Channel Tunnel, which goes to France.
Wait, it is a. It actually is a thing because the high speed 1 does not include the Channel Tunnel. It's only the line up to the Channel Tunnel. So really, the high speed 1 is the first proper one with the top speed of 186 miles.
It's so stupid though.
Not that stupid,
I
honestly.
mean,
But
so
more
the high.
importantly, more importantly, there's going to be 2 speed limits connected onto this. So the first one is a slower 125 mile per hour one, which is the classic. The phase 1, which will include Liverpool, Edinburgh, and Glasgow.
Wall Strike is really rough.
And then the second section of phase 1 will be 225 mile per hour track from London Euston and Birmingham Street. And then in phase 2, a 225 mile section will be going from Manchester
Piccadilly.
Piccadilly and Leeds, and then 125 section to Newcastle. So this is quite interesting. So this will be the first time we've seen 225 mile per hour speed limits in the UK.
So yeah, so the UK is getting their first ever proper high speed route.
And I've triggered every single UK user in the world.
And even then, the high speed 1 only goes up 240. So
No,
it's
it
still
goes up to
pretty.
187.
You're wrong. No, the high speed 1 only goes up 240. Everyone knows this.
Frowny. I'm literally looking at it right here, and it says that the speed limit is, if I can get it again, miles per hour. Operating speed of 300 kilometers per hour or 186 miles per hour.
How is that even possible? With the way that it's set up.
Let me see here. A highway, and operating between channels, a similar high-speed line. Oh, okay. Now I'm just reading here.
Yeah.
So wait a second. 186.
Man, with this video game lag, this stream's gonna take longer than it really should just because of the video game lag. Like, holy moly. It's getting worse.
See, but it's still. What? Wait, how does this work? I'm trying to read up here. Let's see. Okay, section 1 is a section from Channel Tunnel to Fall Walk Junction,
Hmm.
north of Kent. Okay, so from the Channel Tunnel to Fall Walk Junction is where the high-speed one does 186. And then from there, I believe it drops down to 100 for the high-speed trains.
Exactly.
Even still, just reading here.
Yep, here's just still waiting for the high speed one. Well, the complete high speed one to come to Train Simulator.
You know, anyway, so that's that apparently. I'm just curious. So the high speed 2 will be interesting. I'm wondering what Avanti. You know what? Wait, what's the top speeds of these? Okay,
Well, the Pendolinos only do 160, so they're gonna have to build an entirely new high speed
well,
train.
actually, no, they're actually limited to 125.
Alright, well, sausage.
Oh! Wait. Actually, Frony,
Uh huh.
the future fleet, I'm looking under it. They have not announced any class names, but they've announced what routes and what types will be operating. So first off, we have a bi-mode multi-unit that'll be running the First of all, so the two trains that will be coming in 2022 will be both limited to 125 still. One is going to be a bi-mode multi-unit, and one's going to be an electric multi-unit.
So this is for the West Coast mainline or the high speed too?
The West Coast main line. So this includes
Oh.
London, Houston to Chester, London, Houston to Goblin. I don't know how to say that. And then London, Houston to Shrewsbury. That'll be the bi-mode multi-units. And then the electric multi-units will be running from London, Houston to Liverpool Lime Street, London, Houston to Blackpool North, London, Houston to Birmingham New Street. So actually, Frony, I was right.
What?
They're bringing bi-mode diesels like the Class 800.
Wait, so they're actually gonna be... No! I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it's fish. So basically a locomotive like the Class 800 that can run on both diesel and
Exactly.
Oh.
And then they're going to be getting separate electric multi-units. So the bi-modes, I understand what they're doing here. So this is what I thought they were going to do, and I was correct about this. The bi-modes will run most of the... Well, they're going to have to run all of the non-electrified lines.
Uh-huh.
And then they probably have the electric mode for when the for wherever the lines combine. So like coming out of London, Houston, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And then as for the the high speed 2, in 2026 they're expecting to get an electric multi-unit that can go 225 miles per hour.
So any word on the Pendolinos or what?
Well, here's what it reads. All 28 Super Voyagers will be replaced by 13 bi-mode multi-units and 10 electric multi-units, with the former used for services on the blah blah blah. It'll also be operating a new fleet. There's nothing on the Pendolino.
Huh. Game! Stop lagging! Yeah. Just in case you guys, if you guys are watching the stream, by the way, if you see lag, that's not your device, that is the game. And I don't know why this game is acting so poorly today. Wow. And now it's frozen again. Yep.
Oh,
great.
anyway.
Okay, it's on. It's not frozen. Yeah, it's on. Oh, man. And AWS systems because we have to slow down for car stairs. So yeah, that's the thing now.
Anyway, so yeah, so actually, Frony, Well, at least have the Super Voyagers for another 2 years.
Ah.
So that's kind of cool. I
Well,
don't know what they're.
hmm.
I don't know what they're gonna do about the Pendolinos though, because the problem is I don't see them listed here. So we know that they're definitely gonna be using Pendolinos because of the thing. You know, unless I wonder, Fernie. You know, this makes me wonder. Those electric multi-units that they teased,
Hmm.
maybe they'll be rebuilt Pendolinos
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing.
because they have the same exact top speed. Um, See, they're saying here, so there's going to be 13 of these buy modes and 10 of these e EMUs. Currently there are 21 old Pendolinos and 35 new Pendolinos.
Hmm.
So we could be seeing the Pendolinos sticking around, maybe getting a remodel.
That'd be nice because I like the Pendolino.
Hmm. Anyway, I'm just looking here to see what else. Oh no, why are we slowing down?
Because we're coming up on car stairs, we'll be switching trains.
Oh god, okay.
And yeah, so we are now coming to the end of the HT run, and we will be jumping from one train to another, and we'd get there a lot faster if the game would
Oh,
stop lagging so much. But fish,
listen to this.
uh-huh.
Both the Super Voyagers and the Pendolinos are going to be refurbished when Avanti West Coast starts services.
Okay.
So we will be seeing a refurbishment of the 390s and the 221s. So this makes me wonder now. Maybe this refurbishment of the 390s will be what will eventually be whatchamacalling.
Hmm.
I mean, that definitely wouldn't be a bad thing. You know, this makes me wonder now. We've seen the concept art anyway for the 390s. But what about the true concept art for the 221s?
And probably the same thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
I imagine the Voyage will probably have a slightly modified Pendolino paint scheme. And
Yeah,
now
well,
we've dropped down to 1 frame per second. Well done, game.
yeah, well, you're happy as long as doesn't have that flowing silk livery.
I mean, the flowing silk livery is gonna be gone, so thank goodness for that. But this new livery, well, I mean, on the one on the Pendolino already looks cool, but I imagine the oh, this is a red. All right, well, we're gonna yeah, I can't go through the red because otherwise we're gonna be stopped. Can I do the thingamabob?
Hit tab.
Oh, request to pass of danger is approved. Okay.
Indeed.
Alright, so I'm just going to pull stop here. Then we're going to pull up to the platform, and then we should jump into the next train and continue our way to Glasgow. Alright, well, here's hoping the frame rate does get there. I think one of the reasons might be because I've been running my computer since 5 a.m. this morning, so my computer's probably going to be a little bit tired, so I'm probably going to have to restart my computer after the stream is over. Which won't be for another couple hours, so yay. Wow, okay, so the stream is already an hour long. We've only just gone to car stairs, and I mean, to be fair, that's what I was no, I was expecting they to take, the in-game time, but in real time it's going to be longer because the game won't stop lagging for some stupid reason.
Anyway, so I'm reading here, Okay, so when these refurbishments look like they're all, interior refurbishments, including new seats and stuff. But that doesn't mean that we couldn't see a full refurbishment in the late future.
Maybe. Although, maybe there's also a chance they might rebuild the Voyagers into the. Actually, no, they can't because the.
They butter
No.
not.
What do you mean they better not?
460. I'm getting 460 flashback.
Oh, you mean they could do the same thing they did with the 460, where they take the 221s and turn into something else?
Again, I'm getting 460 flashbacks.
Yeah. All right, stop HST. Okay, thank you. We don't want to crash at the back of the train that's in front of us because that's going to be arriving next. All right, but for now, let's open up the doors.
What about the Pendolino?
Well, that's gonna come later. But anyways, we'll now open the doors so we can let the passengers off of one train, and they shall go into another, and we shall continue down to Glasgow. And it would be nice if the game was.
Actually,
Okay, maybe we won't be opening the doors up here because this is 2011isms and the platforms are broken.
Hey, Frony.
Yep. All right. And guess which moves are on? Yes, Domtron.
Oh! There's something interesting.
Uh-huh.
You know the NRC 225 service?
Yeah.
Those, as part of the NRC Express program, 13 9-car bi-level trains and 39 car electric. Okay, so no, the Pendolinos aren't going to be used because this is part of an initiative under the NRC Express program. The 13 9-car bi-levels that are going to Avanti were already planned. And then there's
Wait, they got bi-level trains coming in?
Bi-mode, I mean, excuse me.
I was about to say.
And 39-car electric trains. So, whenever these EMUs are that Avanti is getting, they're part of that 30 that's being brought over by the initiative, and the 225 sets are going to be replaced by that. Although there's something interesting. Hey, Frony.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, false alarm. First off, I'm trying to see here.
Anyway,
Oh!
so while Dom's doing his own sausages, we have now switched over to the Class 47, where he's also part of the Virgin Trains Heritage Pack, and a rear double heading so I can show off both the black front and the yellow front. And I've also done my own mini mod to the Class 40, these Class 47s.
Oh no.
I have raised the volume of the horn. Yeah, cause I did beep the horn on this train before, and the horn was a little bit too quiet for my standards, so I simply extracted the proxy XML file for the horn from the AP file and just simply raised the volume up in the proxy XML file.
Anyway, I'm Frony.
So now we have a horn that's proper loud.
There's a company called Grand Union that's proposing to operate NRC 225s on its London to Paddington to Cardiff Central service starting December 2020. So maybe this isn't the end of the 221s.
That could be interesting.
Grand Union, who is this?
Game, stop lagging so much. Okay, I want to finish the stream today and sausages. Anyway, full speed. And yeah, so these Class 47s, are not the default Kuju ones. I think these ones are actually completely redone, as the cab is completely different. The textures are a lot more high definition and stuff. And yeah, so we get these two 47. Well, these 47s are different variants. And of course, with those, we also get Mach 2 coaches in Virgin Trains as well, which is very nice. And
Hey,
yes,
Frony.
and yes, these Mach 2 coaches are the same ones as the ones included with the Class 16 ScotRail, except of course in Virgin Trains. Yes, Domtron?
There's something actually kind of funny. Back in 2014, there's actually CGI animation of a Virgin Train 801 East Coast livery. So apparently, before Virgin Train decided to scrap themselves.
Well, no, that's actually on the East Coast main line. Cause no.
Yeah, but
Well, no, they didn't scrap themselves. No, what happened is that that was during the time that Virgin Trains owned the East Coast Man, and Virgin Trains actually owned the East Coast Man for a whole 3 years. That's how VTech became a thing. So Virgin Trains were actually going to be the original. Well,
Mm-hmm.
they were gonna own the 801s and 800s and stuff that are gonna be running on the East Coast Main Line.
Mm-hmm.
But then Virgin Trains lost the East Coast franchise after 3 years to LNER. So now LNER are now, of course, in charge of the East Coast Main Line, which includes the 800s and 801s.
Yeah, Frowny.
Uh huh.
Talking about the 800s and 801s, I'm having a sneaking suspicion those are the bi-mode and electric multi-units that they're talking about. Because remember the Interstate Express program I had been mentioning?
Uh huh.
They just so happen to have 9 car sets.
Uh-huh.
And so you know, I'm really excited for Avanti. But now it seems like every real company is turning into samey 800,
Well,
801
maybe not.
concept.
Maybe they'll get their own. Maybe they'll build something completely new.
Um, I'm no, I don't think so because under this program it lists the same numbers and additional numbers. So like those buy modes, this program is supposed to be initiating the same amount, 13 of them. And as for the electric ones, it seems like Avanti is going to get a third of those, although this is all suspicions. Wait, yeah, let me just see here. Okay. So, yeah, there's 5 car and 9 car consists of both. Yeah, so these, electric... Yeah, they're currently working on the East Coast Main Line and the GWML. Yeah, so I'm having a sneaking suspicion now that we're going to see a bunch of Class 800s and 801s
I
riding the
mean,
rail.
yeah, they've already been bought by GWR, LNER, and Transpanini,
Yeah,
and
well, it seems like under this initiative, whatever, Avanti is going to be getting them as well.
oh, that's interesting.
So I'm actually starting to get a
Although they
little...
still need tilting trains though, and the 800 doesn't tilt, so they're gonna have to actually do something different. So maybe we won't actually see the 800s become a thing.
Unless they create a variant of the 800 that does tilt.
Well, only time will tell.
Because, I mean... Wait, let me read something on. Bellow. Okay. Okay. Oh! Hey, Frony.
Yeah.
First Group, which, as we remember, owns 70% of Avanti, back in 2019, back in March of this year, they ordered a fleet of 5 car AT300 trains for its East Coast trains that will be commencing in 2021. What is this AT300? AT300. Oh! Yeah, the AT300 is the, let me see here. I think it's the 802s? Wait.
Anyway, so to interrupt your researches, the game lag is officially getting worse, and so I am now going to have to split the stream up into 2 parts, and I'm going to end part 1 and begin part 2 in about 10 or so minutes, or however long it takes to get everything started. All right, so yeah, it's getting worse. All right, so I'm just going to bring up intermission real quick, and we'll be back as soon as my computer is done with its sausages.